Make it make sense. The Miami trip. Part 1.
You know, as a woman, I don't like rushing. That daughter of mine wanted me to go on a trip with her. So she say, Mommy, the flight leaves 7 o'clock. So I say, okay, I gotta make sure I'm ready. So she say, Mommy, we gotta be to the airport from 5 o'clock. We gotta be to the airport 5 o'clock for the flight leaving 7. She say, Mommy, you just have to be to the airport early. Now, I know about traveling from the island to Nassau, and the longest I be on them flight is about 20 minutes. You reach to the airport like 10 minutes before the flight, and then you're on. So I don't know why we need all this time. But anyway, so she said, Mommy, I coming for you 4:45. So you know I was up from 2. I had to double check my suitcase, make sure the house secure, clean it up. Then you know I had to go say my prayers. I had to make sure, cover the pilot. So when she come inside, and she look at my luggage. She say, Mommy, where you going with these 2 big suitcases full of clothes? You taking me into other people's country for 3 days. What I supposed to wear? So she like, well, Mommy, you know we going shopping. And anything could happen. I have my clothes packed. So just leave me. So we driving down the road, heading to the airport. And that road, man, they need to put some more lights on that road. I telling her, slow down, slow down. She like, Mommy, we gotta be to the airport on time. I tell her the airport ain't going nowhere. You reach when you reach. So we reach by the airport. We pull up by the door. She let me off. And she gonna go park the car. So I walking inside the airport. I was too surprised at the amount of people who was there. And man, in there was packed. That Bahamas airline was to the door. But the line was moving. Because apparently they had 2 flights. One was going to Miami. And the other was going to Fort Lauderdale. So when women come from the airline and say, okay, those who going to Fort Lauderdale, come off the line and go on that line. Well, I was too glad, because more than half them people was going for Lauderdale. So we reach up to the counter quick. So I let my daughter deal with all the stuff, the passport and stuff. As child, I only hear, so don't ask me no questions. Then it's time for them to put my suitcase, on the thing where they weigh it in. The woman say the first suitcase weighed, what she say, 46 pounds, and the other one was 32. So I know what that's supposed to mean. So anyway, I see they pull the suitcase off and put it to the rolling thing to the back. Then the woman gonna look at me and ask me if I need a wheelchair. I tell her, God, give me these 2 legs, I can walk. So anyway, we walking to the back. There's another woman there. And she asked for your passport. Your boarding pass too. She writes something on it and then tell us we could go. So I figured that's it. When we going further up, I see all this machinery. I say, what's going on here? So, you're supposed to put your purse, how they say, you put it in this container and it goes to the machine. That didn't sound right to me. Then they asked me to take off my shoes. I take my shoes off when I go out. But the lady said that's the rule. So I take off the shoe and put it inside the container. That time I walking on the sturdy floor in my knee high. I was not happy about that. Then they tell me to walk through this arch. I walked through it, and this beeping sound gone off. So the lady tell me, say, I must come on the side. She have to check me. I know she have to check me for. So the woman said, but she have to go pat me down. I don't know what kind of patting that was. I was a woman with 6 children, and I ain't get that much patting down in all my life. So after they done check me, and I get to put back on my shoes, I think that's it. And we gone through these doors, and it was another line. Now at this point, I wish I did take that wheelchair. Now when we get in this part, man, you could hear a pin drop. And nobody was talking. I don't know why everybody's standing there in silence. So when I walk in, I said, good morning. Them people look at me like I'm crazy. Who raised y'all? Anyway, after that, we get up to the desk. The man greet us and ask us where we going. So my daughter did the talking, because I don't tell her. This her show. So then the man turned to me and asked me what my name is. I figure he have the passport, but he asked me that for. So I tell him my name is Ruth Eleanor Mackey. And he asked me where we headed and where we stayed. Mister, I don't know where we go. My thing is, if he have all the information in front of him, what he got to ask us that for? Anyway, then I had to go look in this camera, and if I know they was going to take a picture of me, I would have fixed up more. So after all that, he tell us we could go. I was so happy because at this time I was ready to sit down. I didn't know I ain't eat yet. I told him I have to take my medication. So finally we get through, and they had these stairs with us go up, the escalator. And then my daughter asked me what I want to eat. So I tell her I could use some toast and a cup of tea. So she said, ain't no one got toast here. I could get a sandwich. So we going around, and she take me to the donut store. I ended up getting myself a sandwich and just some hot water, because the woman ain't had no tea bag. So we finally get to sit down. I take 2 bites of that sandwich. When I listen, I hear on the speaker,